looking.
7 Gaming, one of the powerhouses here. The lean around the corner. Hollow is looking for it. X wants the swing, but he'll get knocked quickly. Samler, bounce back kill. That's their first point of the tournament. Positions finding their way towards the end zone and then just getting themselves some guaranteed points.
The end could not prevail. Maybe, just maybe, it's going to be a different outcome. But Aogiri looking to take.
They're getting aggressed on actually here. The Molotov going to be mid-air denied by what looked like the fence. But now they'll re-engage. Hollow already one down and a kill towards their name, but they'll lose Zarif. They'll re-engage on this doorway. The back and forth finish. Mira, 0 kills on the name, but they got that res. Fairytale get the knock on 2, and here's the swing back from Fakesit. Gets the takedown. The kills are about to come through. The sideways winding fight here from Aogiri. They've only got 2 players left. They've got 1 kill, but Mira Gaming is just exploding their opponents.
What a performance! Typhon, one of your players going to be left outside the zone. Oh yeah, they're sandwiched. They're buns between the cheese, the butter, the mayo, whatever you want to call it. We're looking at a 5-star meal here. 7 Gaming eliminated as the second team out of the 16.
Storm on request pops up when you least expect it. Aogiri Tree eliminated at 14, but the bloodshed continuing.
Well, Mira Gaming has fallen. Earlier, one of the top 2 teams. Now, to be quickly delivered and quickly, just nicely booked in a ticket for the dead.
Only 2 members you can see for Croscow. Nothing in terms of the grenade inventory. Just the heals, just the gunfight, just this Ace 32 in the pocket. Season player laying down, that's the first. Ready for the rock swim, goes for the finish, and gets the double. Why not? That is going to fall them down to their final player, and TBA is dropped, but not for doing some damage.
Oh, here comes Samler from the very top, and a lot of kills from Chapchins as they do believe to annihilate Storm, and they're going to be facing a lot of defeat. Tratantes do fall to the hands of Samler. Their name will be the top of the game.
For a lot of teams, especially Samler, that did not have a good game number 1, and might be facing a little bit of tough effort here in the midpoint of game number 2. Ombre dropped to the ground from XP. Gustav is going to pull out their own weaponry to try and battle back, but the setup positions, XP is ready for a double kill.
No one is going to be playing that mid-center like we saw earlier from Grove, but rather just sticking around the edge, absolutely berating with nade shots as well. Samler falls to the hind twice, and then the feed. The current position they're currently at might be the next, but I don't think that will be the case, as Savage do get eliminated. And we speak of the devil, MFP will fall. 7 teams remain, not much longer as it's only down to 6, and this is where points start counting in.
They get that res on their teammate for Grove Street overall. They are set up in one of the best positions inside of this zone. And we might just have a one-on-one for this high ground. XP does he expect it? Well, Sai is going to send their way in, get the knock, and steal away the rock.
Who will stutter and who will fall? There comes the shots in Empire. Gustav takes it. It was an opportunity not to be missed out on. Pitch perfect timing. Well, he does have some returns. There comes the big boy. The Bertha around shoots it. And will it connect? Yes, it does. Finishing the job he begun and not giving a single piece of mercy. Empire will be racking double digits on their kills with a big 10. Gustav with 5. But that follows with an elimination to his name, as Psychog has definitely been the one to always sneak up on his enemies.
Slowly chunks everyone together. Project is gonna look for the quick swing, gets the knockdown, but no kill. Grove Street out at 4.
Down at 4, there comes the top shots, and not expected, but it's the top drop. They were looking to get Typhon, taking it for they're lacking everything, and in the meanwhile, they know they have to have everyone catching strays, as long as it's not them. That's what matters here for Psychok. He's been the one to deliver a much amount of coup de grace, and there comes the nade, again, trying to flush out these players, looking to catch it right on, and he gets the kill down in the meanwhile. What a beautiful hot potato, as no one expected this pitch point accuracy. Claims it, and even a down. If he gets this last one from Chopchin, it's gonna be a team wipe.
This is it. This is phase 9, a chance to get the chicken dinner for all 3 of these teams. A bounce back for all of them it would be. Chop Chins could put themselves up to the first place marker with a couple more kills towards their names. They are already at 8, and they will strip down Typhon Gaming. It's a straight up 2v2.
Silent for the dead. Typhon definitely lasted a while, maybe too much for the liking of Fairy Tail and Chop Chins, as now they're gonna have the final 2v2. Again, the first drop will matter most, as the nade connects. Fairy Tail loses a finish onto him, and as long as you can nicely clinch onto this final player, throw your nades, make sure he can't heal, and have a piece of headspace for a single moment, he will be absolutely flushed. But this is where Bobby, the name indicates it, he shoots it does not connect! Winner, winner, chicken dinner, and we have the finish from none other than Chop Chins coming in top number 1 in map number 2. As wow, that was definitely quite intense in the very end stage.
That was lovely.